coming here relaxes me. I work in the mornings. I work selling the lunch tickets from 11 to 12:30, 4 mornings a week. And I used to work, you see them setting up the Cafe Stanley. They do that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They sell coffee and tea and a sweet treat for 75 cents. And I used to work at that for a couple of years. So I just switched my volunteer job. And I enjoy doing the volunteer work. Most of the people are very nice. You have a little chat with them, you know. They're very nice. Of course, now and then you get people who are a little cranky, but that goes with almost any job, right? In the past, I was in the art group, the art class, and I learned that I could draw, and pretty well, too. I've done a lot of copies of Van Gogh, and that's the type of thing I like to draw. And the writing, I never knew I could write either. Really? I didn't know I could write. I wrote so many stories, dozens and dozens of poems, and people love them. I'm surprised. And it's all about things I've been through in my life. For 86 years, you know. I've been through quite a few things. But I didn't think they'd be interesting to other people. And they love them. We're having a outdoor celebration tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to, myself and 2 others from the group, we're going to be doing our readings. Some of our reading. I enjoy that. We had another group here recently. It was from NYU. A girl came, and it was they wanted exactly everything. They wanted the topics of everything I have already written. They wanted to know about our lives. And I said, I could bring... I have plenty of material. I don't have to write it. It's all written, you know. So there were 12, I believe 12 of us. And we all read our material, and there was one there that everybody wanted me to read twice. They begged me to read this one. And it was honest. This is a real true happening. I lived in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn. I lived there almost 40 years. And I worked in a key food supermarket for 17 years. And when I lived in Brooklyn, I started it off by saying I had many exciting experiences, but unfortunately they were all when I was a victim of a crime. So I wrote about the time I was working on the first register, where there were 6 registers, and right opposite the register was the staircase to the office going up. You know how it is in the supermarket, right? And the door. Yeah. I'm working away, you know. I worked in that store 17 years. And I had no idea, I was so absorbed in what I was doing, that I had no idea that a holdup was going on. Now, there were 2 men, and they had like trench coats, and under them they had sawed-off shotguns. They had one of the big paper bags called 1/6 bags, and they had the money from the safe. They had one of the men open the safe. They had the money from all the 5 registers, and I was the last. I was the first register that were going to go out the door. What did I do? He comes over, he said, give me all the money in your register, and I see the bag with the money in it. He held it open, and I saw the gun coming from under his coat. And I went like this. So he pushed me aside, and he's trying to open it. He didn't know how to open it. And what's going through my mind is, how can I give him the money? It doesn't belong to me. I can't cut off this lady in the middle of her order. This was what was going in my... Well, the manager, who was the owner's son-in-law, was an auxiliary policeman, and he went like this to me while this struggle was going on, and he went right up in the office and came down with his gun. And I'm over here, and the gunman is over here by the register, and Don, the manager, he just went, and he shot him, and then he went like that, and he got him here. And he dropped the bag, and the two of them fled out the door. And they were arrested later. He was in a hospital getting treated. So that story, I got on my hands and knees and I crawled back to the meat department. And anyway, the way I wrote it and everything, they found it so exciting that they just wanted to hear it again. And that's the one that everybody loved. I'm not so sure it's the one I love the best, but that's what everybody loved. So everybody loved them, and they said that I should put them all together and try to have it published, all my work. I know I never will. So that was the one that you wanted to know, but that's the one everybody loved because it was exciting. I'm in the poetry and writing, and I've been in that group. It's a workshop, and I've been in it for 8 to 9 years. And I've been in drama. I've done many shows. We do shows, singing and acting. My friend and I, we make up skits, and I like that. I enjoy the company of the people here, but that's why I like to come, because I'm with people. I don't like doing things alone.